you have come today to put a punctuation mark. I guess I've been doing too much speaking on this topic. A punctuation mark on the fact that we have got to stop drilling in the Arctic. Now, it is particularly a point here in Oregon as a icebreaker is coming here to get repaired, and it kind of focuses the mind about that, because what happened? The icebreaker got a hole in it. And what happened in 2012 when Shell went up to the Arctic? Well, they had an oil rig catch on fire. They had an oil rig go aground. They had one break free of its tow. And think about the type of calamity that's going to occur when another accident occurs and oil leaks in to the Arctic Ocean. Can we let that happen? No! And Shell no. The challenge here is the Arctic waters are so cold, the environment won't recover. It's very fragile. It's full of endangered species. There is no support infrastructure to tackle the problems that occur. Think of what it took with Deepwater Horizon. It took months. It took a massive amount of infrastructure. And that was in the Gulf of Mexico. Warm water, big cities nearby, tons of boats. This is the Chukchi, it's hard to say it fast, but Chukchi Sea. It's way north. It's in the Arctic Circle. There are no big cities nearby. There is no infrastructure nearby, and there is an incredibly fragile ecosystem. So this really is just one clear path to what we should do to protect the Arctic, and that's to say, Shell no to drilling in the Arctic. Woo! And there is another big issue here, which is carbon pollution. Now, the founder of 350.org, he wrote to the president, he said there are 4 things you can do in the last year and a half of the presidency that will have a big impact on global warming. Number 1, no more coal leases on public grounds. That would be a good thing to do. Number 2, no pipelines that facilitate exploitation of the Canadian tar sands. That would be very important. Number 3, no offshore drilling of the continental United States. And I think you all know what number 4 was. Number 4 was no drilling in the Arctic. No drilling in the Arctic. So I introduced a bill this week. It's Senate Bill 1794, and it basically is the no more drilling in the Arctic bill. It says no renewal of any of these leases, no other government permits, and no future leases. In other words, together, let's step forward and say as a nation, by law, by our action, no more drilling in the Arctic. So folks, I just want to thank you all so much for coming out here to make your voices heard on this important issue. This issue is an incredibly important ecosystem, and the bigger picture of carbon pollution is essential to the preservation of our planet. You know, we are now the chairs. The United States is the chair of the Arctic Council, starting in April. And when former Senator Kerry, now Secretary Kerry, took the gavel, he talked quite a bit about the fact that as the United States being the chair, we were going to focus on stewardship and care of the Arctic ecosystem. Well, I think we're all here to say to Secretary Kerry and here to say to President Obama that if you want to exercise stewardship of the Arctic, that means no drilling in the Arctic. Thank you all so much to be here today and counterpart with demonstrations all across the United States on this Action Day for an action that is so important to the future of our planet. Thank you.